Might be a little bit. Let me check. Ooh, here it is. The spirit. Let's turn right to it. This is Numbers, so I was about to go through all Leviticus, but the water to Yahweh Shah for leading me right to it. So this is Numbers 35 verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So blood defileth the land. They shed blood on this land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that was shed therein. So this blood that they have shed on this land is still here. And the only way to cleanse the blood off this land is by the blood of him that shed it. And who shed the blood on this land? The so-called white man, Esau. So, you know what, let's just go ahead and get Revelations. Revelation 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go to captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Did not Christopher Columbus and all Esau come over here with swords and slaughter the Native Americans? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I might have to go somewhere, get some groceries. I'll let you. So back in Psalm or Proverbs 6 and verse 16 or so 17, yeah, come on. I have to go. Y'all need help? Mom, mother. Y'all need help? I'm busy here. Slack you for that. But con. More of that. Proverbs. Anyways. Proverbs 6 verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. And a lot of y'all do that. Y'all want to do mischief. Y'all want to do bad. Y'all want to do wicked. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Sowing discord, so. Discord. It'll pop up. Disagreement between people, a lack of harmony between notes sounding together. So, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So, when you're having disagreements with your brethren, with your brethren is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and y'all stay having disagreement between them. But that's 7 things right there that the Lord hates, and that's, you can name people that have proud look, lying tongue, hand that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises evil, that devise wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to mischief, with false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. 7 things right there. And let me get an account of an heart that divides wicked imaginations. This is Psalms 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. So all the nations devised wicked imaginations and devised an evil plan to cut the nation of Israel off from being a nation. Now, let's go to Job 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? They devised an evil imagination, and they changed the way Jesus or Yahushua looked into a so-called white man. They changed everything about the Bible, so you do not know who you are, where you come from, and so you trapped in this little matrix. And you brainwashed. You don't know who you are. They devise wicked imaginations. And two more, I think. 2 more. Yeah, there's 2 more. He hates things. Yes, he does. So this is back in Psalms 5 and verse 5, I believe. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. So the Lord hates workers of iniquity. What shall happen to them workers of iniquity? I'm just going to read it off here for time's sake, because I got to get ready for work. This is Proverbs 10 verse 29. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but the destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. Proverbs 21 verse 15. It is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. Job 31 and 3. Is not destruction to the wicked, and to the strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Let's see what that word iniquity means. Definition of immoral or grossly unfair behavior, wickedness, a wicked act or thing, sin, and all. Why do y'all do that? And there's a difference from sinning willingly and knowing that you sin, or there's a difference between like you knowing you sinning and you don't care, but you just still going to continue to sin. And then you sin, and then you forsake, and then you feel bad about that sin, or you forsake that sin and you don't do it again, or you ask for forgiveness and you ask to give you strength to to let that sin go or to stop doing that sin. Because a lot of y'all do sin, like for instance, eat pork. That's a sin to eat pork. It's in the Bible. It is unclean to you. Though it be cloven footed, eat it not the cut. It is unclean to you. See, you hear me say that, you're gonna be like, I'm still gonna eat pork. You sinning willingly. See, like I used to eat hot dogs 24/7. I don't eat pork hot dogs no more. I eat beef hot dogs. You just gotta change. You gotta change up the cycle. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's called insanity. You gotta change it up, or grow your beard. That's how or get lineups or fades. A lot of y'all need that fresh lineup. Need that fresh lineup on the beard, all that. It's a sin to get lineups on your beards or to get a bald fade or to bald your head. You still gonna do it because y'all love this world. Y'all wanna be y'all love this world. Y'all can't let go of it. And y'all wanna look good. Y'all wanna look good for the people, for the girls, for your homeboys. Go out there. Got the put it on Snapchat, fresh lineup, fresh tape, fresh fade, all that. Y'all love it. Galatians 1 and verse 10. Galatians 1 verse 10. If I can get it. Galatians 1 and verse 10. For Galatians 1 verse 10, for do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach or Christ. So are you seeking to please men, or are you seeking to please God? You seeking to please men. You don't care about what God's talking about. You don't care about these commandments. You're just worried about, what you look like, how you look when you go out. You see, hoping somebody's gonna look at you and have a good thought about you. And if you please men, you're not a servant of Yahweh, of Jesus. You're not his servant. You don't care. You work more worried about this world. This is 1 John 2 verse 15. First John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You love the world. The love of the Father is not in you. You're not worried about this world, or you're not worried about what God's talking about, the law, statutes, and commandments, this Bible. You're not worried about none of that. You go to church, but the Most High don't dwell in churches. He don't dwell in temples made by hands. There's a lot of things that they're not telling you. They're lying to you. A lying tongue, which his soul hateth. And this is the last hate, and this is the biggest one of them all. This is Romans 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau is the so-called white man, but Esau have I hated. So that means that the Lord hates every single one of you so-called white people. If you come back, if your lineage, your heritage, your genealogy goes back to the so-called white man, to what's like, I ain't gonna say so, but if your lineage, genealogy, heritage goes back to Esau, he hates you. Point blank, period. He hates you. But as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. It goes back. Now, where is that written at? As it is written. It goes back to, if I can find it. It's in Malachi. I'm gonna get straight to the point. No, I'm gonna start from the top. Malachi 1 and verse from the top. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, Edom is Esau, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, which means to demolish. But we will return and build the desolate places. They've returned and they built desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. So he's going to throw down Esau's kingdom. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. And the people, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Let's look up that word, indignation. Indignation. Anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment, unworthy, unjust. Feeling or showing anger because something filled with a mark by indignation, strong displeasure at something considered unjust, offensive, insulting, or base. Righteous anger. Kind. A righteous anger. Hatred. So he has against and the people against whom. So it's not just Esau, it's the people who come from Esau, who he has indignation with forever. Forever. Because of what they have done. Slavery, killing the Native Americans, his chosen people. But the Lord hates, point blank period, especially the so-called white man, Esau. But Lord willing, this was edifying. Sorry for the distractions that I went through. Hopefully you know that by now that the Lord is not all love, is not all peace. He is the man of war, a righteous man who hates. He also has a soul. Where do you think we get our feelings from? Where do you think we get how we feel? We get it from him. He has feelings too. He has compassion. He has loving kindness, but not towards Esau. But Lord willing, is edifying. First one, I say, Ka halaya hawa b'hashim yashai w'har kakadash b'rakatat amyad. Double honors to the elders, Pastor Greg Millstrom, who taught us his truth. Shalom to the sincere and faithful brother out there who preaching his truth and edifying the brother and sister while studying diligence. And shalom to the sincere brothers out there who came in from the darkness to light, the Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the few Agwaf who may have watched. But other than that, until next time, Kwam Yashala.